texting.
Who?
Virginia.
Well, put it away. Mike.
I was going to tell her to log on.
Yeah, do that.
Well,
but be quick.
Well, it's too late now. It's 8 o'clock.
Just do it quickly. Should have some background music. It's very quiet.
No.
Don't you go standing near that door and wanting to go out every 5 minutes. Do you understand? I'll fix my hair.
It's too late for that. Live.
Oh, Angela Worsley.
Angela Worsley's popped in at 8:01 p.m. Very punctual.
Oh, does that mean we're on?
Oh, hi, Lynette.
Hi.
Lovely to see you both. First cabs off the rank. Points for punctuality.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Do I look there?
You look, the green light. Watch where my finger goes now.
Yes, I can see the green light. Thank you.
Yeah. So that's where you look.
Hi.
I'm Mike McLeish.
I'm Fiona Harris.
And we're the co-authors of The Pickup, which has just been recently released.
Yay.
Hi, Alison. Hello, Happy Valley. Oh, look at all these lovely people popping in.
Hello, everyone. We want to say, first of all, thank you to Better Reading for having us.
Yes.
We're very excited to be here. Our first Facebook Live event.
Yeah, it is.
I think.
It is. Now, I know where I'm supposed to be looking, but I'm also looking at the chat. So I can say, hi, Nikki, hi, Tracy, hi, Karen. Oh, Belle, thank you. I'm sure if you wrote books, we'd love yours too. That's such a lovely thing to say.
Thank you. I don't have my glasses on, so he's in charge of reading the comments.
But here's what happens if I put my glasses on as well, because we've got the
the halo light. We're very professional. Yeah, that's creepy.
It's a bit demonic. So I might just have to lean in.
Yeah, but I can't see. It's all blurry.
Hello, everyone. So lovely to see so many names popping up in the chat. Obviously, feel free to come at us with the most controversial questions you can think of for the next half hour.
Okay, that could turn ugly. So we're here tonight to talk about this is The Pickup, which is the book that we released 3 weeks ago.
Hi, Banana.
Hi, Banana. Oh, hi, Banana. 3 weeks ago, and it came out in the week that Melbourne went into lockdown.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, which meant we had to cancel our book launch, but that's okay. We're all right. We're fine because we've got all this lovely online support and you awesome people whose names I can't read.
We've also just got a question coming in from Karen.
Oh, really?
Saying, is this kid-friendly?
Yes.
11-year-old daughter listening?
Yes,
of
our
course.
children might pop in. So hi, Bella. Our children may pop in, so we have to keep it kid-friendly. That might be a bit of it might be more interesting.
It'll be a stretch. Oh, Belle Harrison saying, I'm listening to The Pickup on Audible. Great work, guys.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you. It's very fun and weirdly intimidating doing an audiobook of your own work. We've both done audiobooks of other authors, but it's quite confronting reading your own work.
Because, you pick up all the typos. That was when we read the Pickup, which basically came out 2 weeks before the hard print copy. Hard print.
Sure, that sounds good to me.
That'll do. Had one of these.
Oh, kid-friendly.
So it's all right.
And
it's
Happy Valley Books read.
Yes.
You're most welcome. You were saying thank you for sending you the books. You're absolutely most welcome. You're such a lovely supporter.
Now, if there are people on here who have no idea who we are or what this book is, we should probably give them a very quick summary of what it is.
Go on.
Does that mean
I'm just reading, like in this chat here, now some of Fiona's friends are starting to talk amongst themselves, saying hi, Kat. No, this is about us tonight.
Love that.
Just keep the focus.
Just chat amongst yourselves. All right, I'm going to just quickly tell you what The Pickup's about.
Yes.
So Pickup is about a group of friends, basically, good friends who all have kids at the same school. They've been friends for a few years now. 2 of the kids are in high school, so we're dealing with teenagers, which is our life.
Yeah.
We have 2 teenagers now.
We really, really
Many stories were mined from real life.
Tracy Anderson,
yes.
I'm really glad to hear that these covers are piquing your interest. We have a lot of respect and love for our cover art.
We do. We love our cover art. We love our publishers, Echo Publishing. If you're watching, hello. They're amazing. One of our children's wandered in. Do you want to say hello? In her basically winter outfit that she just wears all through winter. Come and say hello to all the people on Facebook. Quick.
Is it live?
Yes, it's live. Come and say hello.
No, I look
This is our teenager who
have
looks
to.
terrific in her hoodie, apparently. You don't have to show your head.
Don't. Stop.
She's just come out of the
Stop.
teenage cave behind us, her room.
Hi, Julie Wright.
Hi, Julie Wright. What was I don't know what I was saying.
Hi, Courtney Rose.
All right.
I'm not sure how this came up in my feed, but I'm sure it's a great book.
It is.
You're absolutely right.
Oh, could not be more right. Great book.
And Courtney Rose, just for the record, Courtney Rose says she's also in her hoodie as a 30-year-old.
Yeah.
So
We love hoodies in this house.
hoodies work. They don't.
Yeah.
They're not ageist. hoodies.
Basically,
they work for
all
everyone.
through lockdown last year, our two daughters did not take them off. We had to peel them off and throw them in the washing machine for 2 cycles.
Tracy Anderson just wrote, "You've got to live teenagers," and I think she meant love, but I prefer. I prefer live because you do. You've got to live
the
teenagers
teenage life.
to understand. You've got to live it to love it.
We do love our teenagers. I have to be honest here. They can be trying. But...
Hello, Mitch Fain.
Hi, Mitch Fain.
Lovely to see your name in the feed.
This is weird because it's like trying to have a conversation when your husband's constantly like looking at his phone and telling you who's messaging him, and it's really annoying. But
Which
it's
I
not
do.
annoying because you're all awesome and
I
we're
do
really
all
glad
that.
you're
I do
here.
that all the time. I might just do it now, just while we're doing
Yeah,
this.
no, he did. Just before we went live, he was on his phone trying to send a message back to someone. I said, "Not the time. Put it down."
No, there's some really interesting things happening on
That's
Facebook
not funny
right
because
now.
I can't read these, so you have to read them. If you've got any questions, please send them through.
I have a great question
okay.
that's just come through from Claire Elise Cosgriff.
Hello.
She says, "Hi, I
Hi.
have not read the drop-off. Do you need to read it before you read the pickup?"
Great question.
Excellent question.
No, you don't.
That's a good answer.
You absolutely don't. Obviously, we'd love you to read both our books, but we deliberately wrote the pickup in a way that you did not have to read the drop-off.
Yeah.
Because we know there's a lot of people who would never have heard of or read the drop-off. So we deliberately wrote it in a way that if you're coming at it straight out of the gate, know nothing about the drop-off,
Fine.
you'll still know what the hell's going on.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
You could read the pickup first
Yeah.
and then
Go back.
read War and Peace and then balance that out with the drop-off.
It's like when I watch Game of Thrones, I know everyone's going to go mental when I say this, but I watched series 8 first. No, that's not true. I watched 1, 2, 3, stopped for about 4 years because they were just walking through the desert and I was bored out of my brain. And then I watched series 8 and then I went back and watched 5, 6, 7.
That is a great story, Fiona.
It is. I think it is. I think people will be
All
interested
right,
in
Angela.
Yes.
Angela
Yes.
Northville, I
Yes.
think. Angela says, "I know we're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but I totally love the art on the covers and just makes
that.
me
Oh
want
my
to
God,
pick them up and
I'm loving
read
the
them straight
cover
away."
art, love. It is very pretty.
Yeah, we are so grateful.
And that's
for
the other
wonderful
one.
cover art.
That's also pretty. That's the
They're
drop-off.
both very pretty.
Yeah, we have very clever people at our publishing house.
We
We're very
certainly
lucky.
do. We certainly do. Karen Fogarty.
Yes, hi.
I've just finished the pickup. It was just fantastic. I loved all the characters. I finished it last night and I missed them already.
Oh, go back and read it again.
Just go back and read it again.
It's just there. You can just
It's right
keep
there.
reading it.
You could start a craze called binge reading. Well, I think that's been a thing for much longer than binge TV
I don't
watching.
really think it has.
I think it has.
The same book over and over.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Did we say what the pickup's about? Did we?
Yeah, I think
Did
so.
I?
I think you
just
covered
said
it well.
It's about friends. Basically,
That's pretty good.
no, I want to give more information. In the pickup, we've got a reality TV star starting at the school. So she causes a little bit of chaos and controversy amongst our friendship group. We've also got Sam, who is one of our dads. He's a single dad now, but he's loving his new single life on Tinder, having lots of the, I can't say it because we've got kids watching now.
You're
but
allowed
you all
to
know.
say sex, for
We're
God's
sex. He's
sake.
having lots of sex. So there's a lot of, the book's not for kids. And then we've got another character who is also having a bit of a salacious relationship. And then they all go on camp. The climax of the book is all set on camp. But I don't want to say what happens.
Now we've had a drop-off mega fan drop in who
Hello.
we have to give a shout out to.
Who is it?
Coombsy.
Coombsy!
Now, Coombsy says the Drop-Off web series and the book are simply awesome pieces of work. I'm a repeat viewer of the Drop-Off, and it's become regular chat amongst a few friends.
Oh,
Coombsy, we
number
love
one
your
fan.
support. From day one, you've been an absolute champion. And it's been one of our favourite things about making the web series that was the original version of the Drop-Off that then has spawned these two books, is this community that we've built via our own Facebook page. And it's always such a gift to be able to engage with those people and say directly down the barrel of the camera, a big thank you.
Yes, thank you very, very much.
Kel Freitas is asking, she's stating,
Oh.
please tell me that there will be a streaming service that will turn both books into movies. Kel,
Can you organise that for us, Cal?
if you can get onto your contact at Netflix or Stan, we would love to make that happen. It'd be like full circle, starting with the web series, then making them into books, and then making them into telemovies or a miniseries with Nicole Kidman playing Fiona's character. And I think for me,
play my character?
no, because I think Nicole Kidman would get more viewers to the
let's
show.
be very careful with what you say.
And I also think probably to play my character, because I played Sam in the web series, I would be thinking probably Ryan Gosling or Ryan Reynolds, any of the Ryans to play me.
Can you aim a little bit higher? Because I don't think you're aiming high enough there with Ryan Gosling. I think you've just been completely... It is on the Drop-Off movie is currently streaming on 9 Now.
Yes.
Made the series into it. But we're here to talk about this, the pickup.
We are.
We'd love you all to go and buy it because we had to release it in lockdown. All the bookshops were shut, but they're open now, and it's in all the bookshops in Melbourne and all the bookshops in Sydney and Perth and Brisbane and everywhere, Tasmania and everywhere. So please buy it in your bookshop or online.
We've got another question from the one and only Mitch Vane.
Hello, Mitch Vane.
We might have already answered this, Mitch.
Yes.
Mitch asks, there is a lot of you two in these characters. Am I right? And which ones are you? Yes, Mitch. There is a lot of us in these characters. The Lizzie character is strongly based on me. No, it's very much based on Fiona. And Sam is pretty much me without the having lots of sex part.
And that's not funny. I was about to say it's you without the bitch wife from hell, because Sam has a horrible wife.
Well, we meet somewhere in the middle.
Wow, this is taking a turn.
Oh, Sharon Hill.
Oh, nice way
Sharon,
to change the subject.
I know,
right?
Sharon, thank you for jumping in. Sharon Hill says, hello, I'm embarrassed to say I've not heard of you. Don't be embarrassed.
Hi.
We're not
Well, now you know us.
We're not Nicole Kidman or either of the Ryans, so
No.
please don't be embarrassed. But I love discovering new authors and books. Your books sound really good, so I'll definitely be adding them to my TBR list.
Please do.
Please do. Thank you,
Going
Sharon.
back to that other question, yes, there's a lot of us in the characters, but we've also added fictional bits because you don't just want it to be us because that's boring. Although Lizzie's parenting, which has been commented on by a few Instagrammers, is quite strict and is definitely, that is me. Lizzie's parenting is pretty much just completely ripped off from my parenting.
Yeah. So
Would you agree?
If you think that the level of sort of discipline enacted in this fictional novel is over the top, it doesn't even come close to the reality.
I should call the kids in here to make sure that they can verify.
Tracy Anderson says, I'm going to order both as soon as possible. Thank you, Tracy.
Thanks, Tracy.
Kel Freitas, I hope I got that right. I got Northville right. She thanked me for pronouncing her surname properly. Go me. Kel says, I loved both books, was laughing like a hyena at the Tinder date. Yeah, I wish I could say that came from personal experience, but I just had to really make that up. There is a Tinder date in the pickup. There's one of the chapters that goes...
in an Ethiopian restaurant.
And it goes horribly wrong.
Goes horribly wrong.
Oh, now Courtney Rose has an excellent question. Courtney asks...
Because I can't see it.
Audiobook or ebook format available?
Yes and yes.
And yes.
I already said yes.
I know, but I said it to reaffirm...
Slowly.
Your affirmation.
You said it way too slowly.
I'm always way too slow in this house.
Yeah.
Both my daughters, whenever we're at dinner and I'm trying to say something, are just like, Dad, just say it. Why are you taking so many breaths?
Yeah, Dad's a slow talker. Slow talker. It was a Seinfeld episode about you. Just saying. Something popped up there. What does that say?
There was a Seinfeld episode about you as well.
Don't say it. Don't be mean.
Soup Nazi. Now, Karen Fogarty says, I need Lizzie's advice on the use of mobile phones now it says in the care, but I think that's another typo as well, in the car, I'm guessing.
Yeah, look, but see, okay, I'm in danger here of coming across as judgmental and I'm going to tell you what
Okay.
I do, but I'm not telling anyone to do this because, God forbid, I'm never going to tell anyone how to parent. But there's no devices. Like, we don't have screens on the back of our seats. We've never had the sort of car where they sit in the car looking at their phones.
There are exceptions.
What are the exceptions?
The long
the
drive.
maps.
No, the long
Oh
drive.
yeah, the long drives. When we drive to Sydney, we used to have the little portable DVD player
Yeah.
because we're old.
Yeah.
And
Before
so
that,
they
we just
watch
take
that.
a turntable with us and
Yeah.
play records in the back seat.
The gramophone.
The gramophone.
Yeah, but no, that's personal for us. No devices in the car.
Rosie, there are some fantastic surnames. Rosie Ottervanger.
Does that mean you can't pronounce them when you say they're awesome? Is
Yeah,
your
but
way
I
of
love that. That's a
saying-
fantastic name, Ottervanger.
It is. It's good.
Rosie says, I haven't heard of you two. Okay, this is getting rude now. A sexy book. Woohoo!
It's
I
very
belong-
sexy.
Whoa, easy. Don't do the hard sell. Rosie also says, I belong to a book club. Is it okay for all age groups? No.
Oh, hang on, but not kids, but anyone else.
Well, kids are an age group.
Oh, okay. But I thought you were saying.
I'd say, Rosie, my answer to that would be MA 15 plus.
Okay, put it this way: our daughter was 16 when she read it, so I think 16 plus is fine, personally. Maybe even 15. It depends on what you
Wow.
let them watch. No, because kids are watching much more adult content earlier now, and if you're a parent who allows your kid to watch something that's not technically MA 15 plus,
What happened to the disciplinarian? Now she's like, woo,
Yeah,
I'm
but
a
it's our
hippie parent. Oh, no, true. She
Oh,
just
sell
if
copies.
your 15-year-old can afford to buy a copy, if your 12-year-old can afford a copy,
Sure.
let him buy it.
Yeah.
What
But
else is going on? Oh, we've got
what's
so
going
many
on?
wonderful
Well,
comments.
hurry, you're keeping up.
Catherine Anderson
Yes.
says, I pre-ordered my copy of The Pickup and it arrived just as the Melbourne lockdown started.
Oh, good.
Perfect, fun reading. It's something, even though we haven't loved releasing consecutive books in Melbourne lockdowns, it has actually been a really nice feeling for us to be able to provide what we see as a real love
Relief.
letter to our sense of community and all those things that we were deprived of, but were also reminded of the importance of during the lockdowns that we had in Melbourne, to put a book out into the world that is deliberately fun and warm-hearted. And so we're so grateful to hear that you had that experience.
Community's always been very important to us with our friends and our kids' friends and our school, and we wanted to capture all of that in these books, which hopefully we did, because that's what it's all about. And I think we've all learnt that in the last year.
Happy Valley Books read.
What's he saying?
Big question.
What?
Will you write a third book in the series?
Oh, look.
Once Netflix has picked up
You
the
know
first
what?
two.
Can I just say, it's like when you've just had a baby and someone says, are you going to have another one?
I couldn't agree more. It's exactly
because
like
it's
that.
too soon.
It's too soon.
I can't even think about it, because let me just quickly tell you, we released...
Whenever Fiona says, let me just quickly tell
No,
you.
I'm not going to bang on. We released the drop-off at the start of lockdown last year in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And then in June, our publisher got in touch and said, it's selling quite well and people are liking it. Can you write another one, a sequel, by December? And we said, sure, because that's what you do. You say yes. And so it was quite full on writing The Pickup. We loved it, but we literally wrote it in 4 or 5 months and didn't have a story or anything, thanks to our beautiful friends who we brainstormed it with, walking on wheat walks up the beach and back. So it was quite an intense lockdown writing The Pickup, but we're so proud of it and we love it. And we hope everyone loves it as much as we do. But
Courtney Rose is
it's
back in the chat.
too soon to ask
Too
about
soon?
a third.
Well, is it
That
though?
wasn't too long.
No, that wasn't too long at all. That was really succinct and pithy.
Thank you.
Courtney Rose says, massive audiobook reader. I've already read 53 books this year, so I will add these
My
two
Lord.
to my list.
That's
Courtney Rose, thank you so
impressive.
much.
Round of
Is
applause
there-
for Courtney.
Is there such a thing as an audiobook reader? I think there is.
You can read
I think there
with
is
your
now.
ears.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the whole point.
And close your eyes and see the words.
Karen Fogarty says, and what will the third be called?
Okay, the in-between.
Yeah, the in-between. We want to write a full-length,
Mm.
80,000-word novel that covers the time between when you walk out of the school gate after drop-off and when you arrive back in pickup, all in real time. Doesn't sound so
No,
good.
that is boring.
Yeah, I know.
No one wants to read that book.
Coombsy says, all your works helped us through the flipping lockdowns. That is
Thank you.
a very,
That's
very lovely and special thing
And I love
to
the
hear.
use of the word flipping.
Well, he knows that there are kids
There are
present.
kids. See, he's a very
Coomsy's-
considerate individual.
He's respectful
He is
of other
respectful.
people. Jane Tara.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh God, what?
this is a can of worms, Jane.
It's so exciting because I can't read anything, so I'm just waiting to hear what he says. I'm blind.
Jane asks,
Yes.
what does your workday together look like?
There you go, Mike. That's funny, isn't it?
No, it's not that at all. That's
Go
a really
on,
good question.
You tell him.
Well, okay, so when we collaborate on something, we never do it like this. Normally what happens is Fiona is the engine room. She will
I like that.
plot out the whole thing. She'll form the whole narrative arc. That's her wheelhouse. It's not mine. And then she will write a few thousand words, and then she'll send it to me. And I'll go through with my red pen and be like, no. Basically, my job
Do you know
is
what? No,
to...
also you're full of shit because you also, what I do is I structure it out and then I give a bunch of chapters to Mike that are Sam's chapters and go and write those. This is what needs to happen. So that's all him. All of Sam's emails is all him. So he obviously makes a huge contribution. But yes, I
feel like you're overselling it.
I'm being nice to you.
I know, I'm being nice to you too. I called you the engine room. That's going to be my new
I don't know if
nickname.
that's a really big compliment.
Love you,
to be
engine
honest.
room.
But I plot it all out, structure it, do the outline, and then write Megan and Lizzie, and then send them to him, and he goes through with his red pen and zings it up.
And we literally just keep bouncing it back and forth. We bounce it back and forth
From
over
separate
and
rooms
over
in
and
the
over and
house.
over again. Often texting each other from separate rooms,
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
just so we get timelines right and that sort of.
But
stuff.
I'll get an email from him that Sam's written and just go, no, too far,
She always says I've
too
gone
dark,
too far.
too black.
But look, okay, so that Tinder date that got mentioned,
I had to cut so much out of that. You've got no
I
idea.
am. If I can find it, I might post my original
You
draft.
would be blacklisted. You would be abused on the internet.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you would.
There's nothing deeply offensive in it. It's just like really, really wrong world.
So wrong world.
No.
That's his brain. That's why our brains work together, because we've got different skill sets.
Kylie Fent.
Yes.
Hello, Kylie.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. Kylie asks, what inspired you to write books? Now, do you mean books in general or these books? Let's answer both questions, Fiona.
Oh, you're just asking yourself a question and answering it.
I'm just trying to get the context.
I've always wanted to write books since I was a kid. It's always been, I'm a big, massive reader. I had
Voracious.
my Enid Blyton 21st would probably...
Just take a moment for that. Enid Blyton 21st.
Yes, I'm a massive book nerd, always have been, and started writing kids' books about 5 years ago. Finally, the dream came true, wrote my first kids' book, and that was kind of the start of, writing books. So I always wanted to write them, was so excited when I first wrote a kids' book and it got published. And then we got approached by our kids' book publisher saying, do you want to turn the Drop-Off web series into a book? And we said, yes.
And we didn't really know what they meant. Initially, before we talked to them in more detail, we were like, do you mean like one of those sort of point of sale books?
Short stories,
because the web series is quite sort of sketch based. So we were imagining, one of those cute little hardback things that tempt you when you're buying your more serious novel. And they're like, no, full length adult fiction novel. And, like,
and I was
bring
so
it on.
excited, whereas Mike just went, I've never wanted to write a novel.
No.
Have no idea how to write a novel.
No.
And I said, don't worry, you'll be fine.
And she was wrong.
I was right.
I mean, right.
Because that's why why Sam's chapters ended up being emails, because he's a very good email writer. So I just want to tap into that talent.
No, but also, full disclosure, the whole reason that Sam's chapters are structured as emails is so that Fiona can weave her narrative arc genius through the book. Your narrative wand. Narrato expendo. I don't know what that was. And
Abby would be
my
horrified.
emails won't get in the way of that. She can just say, when you write this email in chapter 23, you have to mention that Megan was in such and such a place and Lizzie was doing this. And so then I can write them as almost like, standalone chapters that sort of break up rhythmically and format-wise how the book rolls out without getting in the way of what Fiona wants to do story-wise.
Yeah, and
which
there are
was
lots
a very ingenious idea from
very nice.
the engine room over here. Angela Wasley.
Yes, Angela Wasley. What are you saying?
Angela Wasley says, when will the musical happen? Laughing hysterically
Well,
emoji.
there's a guitar right here. Any moment now. He's going to break into song.
It's not going to happen.
Just do a little
get
at the end. At the end, can you do a little on the spot? If someone wants to send through a suggestion for a song title,
there you go.
and then Mike McLeish has to make up a very quick, 30-second song using that title. Go challenge. Please accept.
Kel Freitas has jumped in again to say, I loved that Dave had a bigger role in the book this time.
Yes, we were very...
So did we.
We were really keen to get Dave into the pickup. So the first book, for those who don't know, it was mainly just 3 characters. But if you watch the Drop-Off series, there are 4 main characters. And we felt bad about leaving poor Dave as a very, very secondary character.
But also, during the making of the web series, the character was played by a dear friend of ours, Scott Edgar, who's one of the members of Tripod, the musical comedy trio. Who I made my kids' books with. Who Fiona wrote her kids' books with. And sort of because of Scott's performance and what he brought to that character, and then with the writing of the first book, we realised when it came to the pickup writing the next book, we wanted more of Dave. We love Dave. We all want more of Dave. Who wouldn't? It's great.
And Dave gets his hero moment in the pickup. I'm not going to say where or how. But Dave is a little bit of a hero.
Yvonne Hogg has jumped in to say directly to Karen Fogarty, Kez, how good was the 21st? Yeah, there's a lot of history in this chat. A lot of history.
I think I remember so Yvonne Hogg was dressed as Moonface.
Pause.
At my 21st.
Karen Fogarty says, let's quickly dig out a photo. Text it to me immediately. And we will show it before the end of this.
Karen Fogarty was a schoolgirl, I think. I think she was just a Mallory Towers or a St. Clair's girl. I was supposed to be Silky from the Faraway Tree, but I just looked like a random Princess Fairy. I was too busy setting up the party to worry about. I didn't even have any makeup on. I look back at photos of my 21st. I had no makeup.
Where are your priorities?
Oh, no, seriously. It's not like now.
Courtney Rose says, Tripod are great.
Yeah, they are.
True, but off topic, Courtney.
Not necessarily. Dave's in Tripod.
Yeah, I know, but we're not trying to sell any Tripod albums here.
Oh, we can.
Those, by the way, we've known those Tripod boys for...
No, I've known them since I was 19. That's how long that... We did Skid House together.
Very dear friends.
They're more like family than friends.
Coombsy says Dave the Dark Horse.
Dave
Coombsy, you know all the history.
He knows all the one-liners.
Angela Wasley says, I was naughty. Okay, this whole thing's getting hijacked by Fiona's goddamn 21st birthday. That should be the next book. The Enid Blyton 21st. No, actually, that's gonna get problematic.
Lame. And it's embarrassing. Yeah, and also she's not very PC these days.
No, that's
Poor
true.
Old Enid.
Poor old Enid.
I still love her, but
Melissa Watson says, thank you with 3 exclamation marks and a kiss.
I don't know what we did.
You're welcome,
but
Melissa.
You're welcome.
That's your gratitude is so gratefully accepted and sent back.
You're gratefully.
Yeah, I know. I used all the wrong adverbs and words there.
A lot of gratefullies in that sentence.
All right.
Has anyone sent a song title? Because you'll lie to me, so I need to put my glasses on.
Belle Harrison has an excellent question. Where can we watch the web series? You can find the web series on Facebook. Our Facebook page is called The Drop-Off. I think the handle is like at The Drop-Off Show.
How can you not know?
Because I don't do social media much anymore.
Okay, anymore, but you used to.
But
it's The Drop-Off Show.
If you search for The Drop-Off or The Drop-Off Show on Facebook, it'll come up and you can watch every episode there, plus a whole bunch of bloopers behind the scenes. There is so much content. And if you go on 9 now, it's the telemovie version is streaming right now. It was on Channel 9 last week. Yeah, Coombsy just said 9 now.
That's the other option. Coombsy.
And that's
our go-to for information.
And for publicity. We should get you on a retainer.
Are we supposed to be talking about this? We're going to get in trouble.
No, I don't think so.
The book, the pickup.
Happy Valley Books read.
Hello.
You two are naturally so funny. We can only guess it comes across in the two books. No, they're pretty depressing.
Oh, they're not. But hopefully, yeah, we won't disappoint now when you read them. Hopefully you'll go,
We do.
They were funnier. On
We do like
the
to
Facebook
think
event.
that over the
That
years.
we're funny.
Oh, it's getting ugly. We do like to think that in all the years that we have been performing and writing, that we have found a way to translate our natural voice onto the page. So, but in a much more eloquent way than I'm now speaking. Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, Belle Harrison.
Hang on,
Don't do it. Belle Harrison says your next book could be The Lockdown.
Oh my God, that's too triggering. I don't think anyone, and we were very conscious of that because we did actually entertain the idea of including COVID in this.
Yeah.
For about 2 seconds, because then we just went, no one wants to relive it or be reminded of it or read about it because we've all lived it.
We wanted to, and we're writing fiction as well. You know, it is fiction that's grounded in a lot of truth and a lot of real life experiences, obviously, as authors and artists always do. They mine what they know and their own lives, but we decided very quickly that we wanted
to leave
the world that we created to be a world where coronavirus didn't exist.
No. COVID free.
COVID free.
Yeah.
It's had its full vaccination.
But it's great. I mean, you know, obviously The Lockdown is a great title. So maybe that could be, maybe we could just do a one-off episode of the Drop-Off series.
That could just be the two of us sitting here like this.
Yeah. Just not talking, just rocking forth. What?
Oh, Lynette Daff. Oh, Lynette.
What was she saying? Oh my God,
Lynette
it's 8:30.
says-
We're supposed to be finished.
Well, not yet.
Oh, sorry, Lynette. No, sorry. That was
Because
rude.
Lynette says, gosh, I'm enjoying watching you beautiful people, so delightful. And that's the end of this chat. Good night.
That's lovely. Thank you, Lynette. That's my mum's name, Lynette. Just saying.
There
Lynette
you go.
Patricia.
Kel Freitas is back saying, I was thinking the big school for when they have to deal with high school parents.
Well, interesting you should say that, Kel, because in the pickup, 2 of the kids are in high school, which I loved going into that world because that is our world right now. And so we got to explore all the teenage high school issues that come up. But yes, that is a great idea. I like big school.
All right, you know what? Coombsy's come back in and he's written song with 4 exclamation marks.
Hurry, 'cause we've got to
And then
get off.
Angela Wasley has also said song.
Quick, what are you going to do? Has anyone got a song title?
I have no idea.
Has anyone written anything?
Have you thought
what
about
the lockdown?
Have you thought, Belle Harrison, have you thought about podcasting? You guys are awesome and fun.
Yep.
No, because we can only do this once a month without killing each other.
Look at the halo.
What did I do? Oh, I did my lockdown. No, I already put that on Facebook.
Look, that's like
didn't I?
that cartoon where the eyes go.
Totally agree. Loving listening to Fiona and Mike. Thank you, Amanda Beams.
Thank
That's
you.
So kind. Maybe we will do a podcast.
Yeah, damn it. Let's do it.
Song title I have, but I don't want to say it as it may be a spoiler. Is it something
Oh,
to
yeah,
do
don't
with the
say it.
art performance Sam went to see with Rachel?
Oh.
Can't do it, Karen Fogarty. Great idea, though. But you have to read the book, otherwise you won't get it.
Just do.
No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to say...
Should I get a tambourine?
Thank you all for joining us. We hope that you had fun. I wish Fiona had put her hair up in a bun.
I'll pay that.
I love her long blonde... Oh, I went to a minor. I love her long blonde hair, but I prefer it when it's up. I've revealed too much. Now it's time to say, get... Well, it was a good rhyme, but I couldn't finish it.
And that word don't even rhyme. So
Tracy Anderson, this has been so much fun. Congratulations on the release of the pickup.
Thank
you, Tracy. That's a wonderful way for us to sign off. It's been a real pleasure to jump on here.
This was fun.
It was just great fun.
It was nice for a Wednesday night.
Nice for a Wednesday night.
It's his birthday tomorrow.
Oh, I should have sung that. Happy birthday
I
to
just
me.
thought
Happy
of
birthday
that.
to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Mike.
Guys,
thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much for joining us. Please go out and grab a copy.
Please.
Support your local authors.
I'll hold them both up.
Read some books. Much love to all of you and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week.